Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the workshop. It is fantastic to have you here because we are going down into the depths of insanity, through the keyhole of doom, into a world that I'm rather unfamiliar of and I'm rather terrified of. We are trying to get a no-gap fit up on a keyhole integral Damascus steel feather pattern Damascus KRIS wavy blade dagger. Why do I keep doing ridiculously difficult projects? I don't know, but we're gonna get started and we're gonna see how many attempts it takes to get this thing fitted. Oogly doogly. So, this is the final piece, and we are about to either completely mess it up and have to resort to another wood because this is the last bit we got, or it's gonna work. You remember this? This was my first ever milling vise before I got one that was actually made to within 0.5 millimeter. All right, so the thing is not super duper accurate for milling, but for our purposes, okay. Right, let's give her a go. So I'm going to square this up under the press, make sure that we're centered in both axes. For what reason, I don't know. It just feels like that's the best thing to do. Make sure this hasn't slipped. Right, we're just going to press it in a little ways. Then we're going to take it all out and have a look. Let's have another little go. Let's see. Okie dokie. A little more. Oh, this is scary. Take this out. This is terrifying. All right, now let's have a, oh my goodness, there is not a lick of light coming through. I'm a little concerned about how cleanly this is shearing. That could end up being a problem. Right, let's do some more and have a look. So I've gone ahead and thrown some oil in here. I can't see why that would be any sort of a problem, but help lubricate it as we push it down. Hopefully minimize the damage that we do to the wood as we go. So now back in the press we go. Oh boy, are we gonna mess it up? How many days have we spent working on this handle? 4 days of YouTube videos that could be wasted. I could have wasted everybody's time. I put it in the wrong way. Everything I've learned could have been a complete waste of effort. That's not true. It would have still been good fun. Looks like I need to order some fresh 1, 2, 3 blocks. It all could have been for nothing. Now is the moment of truth. Now is the time where there is no going back. Now is the time where has all the time that I've put in trying to make this right, has it all been wasted? This is the moment of truth, ladies and gentlemen. The press is on. We're gonna stack it up. This is it. Okay. This doesn't look good here. Look at that, how that wood is just fragmented right here. This is my worry. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, this could be bad. Oh no. Oh no, on that side too. I'm gonna try and relieve some of the pressure here by chiseling away just a little bit, breaking some of the chips. That doesn't look good. That didn't go as well as the last one. Oh, the last one, the test piece went much better than this. Oh, I hope we don't have to start again. You know what they say, if in doubt, more oil. That's way too much oil. Let's try it again. I am super nervous. I don't know if this is working. Let's have another look. Right. Since we bottomed it out, I just made up this piece that I can set in here so that hopefully we can drive the wood through without messing it up like we did last time. That'll sit just like that on the underneath. Right, here we go. Let's have a look. Woo! Oh my goodness. I don't know if this is gonna work. We've got a huge amount of tear out where it looks like I left the wood too proud, and the result of that is instead of just gently shearing down, it just rips and cracks out the material. This has not gone as well as that first piece. This is very problematic. And the trouble is, we have now in fact just gone past the depth of salvageability. We only have about 15 millimeters of good material. Our handle is 19.9 millimeters wide. And so attempt number 7, again, is a dud. I don't have any more African blackwood, which I would like to use. I've got some on order. Today, however, I do have some ebony, which is another very hard material. It is more brittle than the African blackwood, so the problems that I had had with this shearing away are probably gonna happen even more so with the ebony. So I've got to make sure that on this go, I tighten up my grind to the scribe line. I'm gonna tighten that up. So not only am I gonna go closer to the scribe line, I got some tips from Haley DeRozier, who's a master smith, and she knows her stuff with the keyhole integrals. Make sure you check out her Instagram, amazing work. And what she described to me was in fact something that I didn't even imagine that this was the way to do it. The way this gets done is you actually heat up the steel and you allow the heat to help. It doesn't sound like heating it up enough that you're burning the wood at all. It's heating it to a straw temper, but apparently that's enough to then help get that wood out of there, which still boggles my mind, but that's how the pro described it to me, so we're gonna do what she said. We are going to knock this out of here, shape up another key out of this ebony. We're gonna be giving that thing the old torchy watch, and then we're gonna be putting it in the press and doing the same thing again for attempt number 8. You know what they say, 8th time lucky? That's absolutely right. Okay, so this is gonna be pretty boring, so we're gonna make this handle right now. There we go. So the ebony has been cut out. We've got a chamfer on it. It's cut a lot closer to size. Well, ground a lot closer to size. I've honed that a little bit. Now the way that I laid out the ebony is I actually used my mill vise and I pressed it. That was one of the things that Haley DeRozier said I should do. She recommended doing it hot. Why didn't I do it hot? I ended up doing it cold, but I got a decent enough mark to work to. So here we go. It's now attempt number 8. I am gonna get this torch hot. We have this in the vise. We're gonna very gently try and get some heat into it without overheating the temper on the blade. My goodness, these spray bottles are so good. Okay, here we go. It's hot. Woo! We're gonna have it this way up. Piece of steel on top. It looks good. Let's go. Here we go. This is it. This is it. Right, oh, I hope it's going well. Hope it's going well. Okay, now, I'm gonna look in here, make sure that we're clear of our wood. We are. Okay, this is it. So what it is that I'm looking at is we have gap on the end. That is what we have been fighting with this entire time, but what's interesting is we have gap on the top side where it's been sheared, but no gap at the bottom where it hasn't been sheared yet. This side here is really nice. This back side, the first side, the cutting side is fabulous. The non-cutting side is not. Now, I know for sure I got my grind straight. I was saying I know for sure I've got my grinds straight, but the wood did not press in straight. If I hold a ruler on the steel, look at how much different the angle of the wood is. On one side we have air at the ends, but we have a perfect fit up on the other because it's at an angle, because it got driven down at a weird angle. Take a measurement, 14.28, 14.72. That's what it is. It's the angle. That's exactly what it is. So I messed something up in my setup at the press. And this is that blasted vise. That would be an unfortunate little bite in the rear if the vise that was too inaccurate for a milling machine because it was 0.5 millimeter out of square happens to be too inaccurate for a keyhole, making it 0.5 millimeter out of square. Okay. Now what do we have here? Ah! Now that's particularly interesting. Here is the chamfer on the side where we started to shear. And you remember we sheared in 2 operations. We sheared once, straight down, and then we unclamped it. We put our little spacer tool up. I made that spacer tool in an unbelievable rush last night, and I think that rush, not doing it right is what messed us up. Me wanting to save 10 minutes at the mill to make a proper spacer, I think that is the problem, because after press number 1, there is a very distinct line that runs the whole way down. And I don't think I would be far off in saying that there are two reasons that this fit-up didn't work. The first being I clamped it once and then had to unclamp it. And the second being this is a piece of garbage. The difference from side to side is 0.7 millimeters. Oh my goodness. This is the look of somebody for the past 13 days has been talking about trying to do it right. And on day 12. And on day 12. I did not do it right. Ooh, I have wasted time. That investment of 10 minutes to make a tool that was just known perfect. The investment of 5 seconds to measure the thing. By being lazy, this is what I'm trying to work against. By being lazy, I have wasted myself an entire morning. I could have been much more efficient by simply making up a proper tool than what it now is, which is attempt number 8 goes in the pile, and lickety-split, it's gonna be on to attempt number 9. And 43 minutes and 35 seconds later, here we are again with another piece, and this little piece of embarrassment has been surface ground on both sides, which means that it's now flat and straight and square. So we'll actually be able to drive this thing in straight this time. Goodness gracious me. But we are gonna do something special this time. The aim is gonna be to drive this through from one side, and so I'm gonna super glue my spacer, my flat and parallel spacer, onto our handle, or bolster, or integral keyhole. There we go, onto our keyhole. And we will confirm 18.86. 18.86! Right? Oh, how am I gonna set this up? If you ever want to get somebody admitted into a mental asylum, tell them to make a keyhole integral and then try and get the fit up. You're gonna drive anybody insane.
You're going insane.
What?
You're now becoming a second person.
What is going on over here?
You've lost your mind.
What is that noise?
Your phone case is awesome. You can get it at AlecSteeleShop.com. This video series is too long. Unsubscribed.
What is... This noise is just getting on my nerves.
His hair looks like a toilet brush.
I mean, for real? Like, now he's just being mean.
How much cocaine does he do?
Oh, why? Is this the voice of negative commentators past? Okay. This, ladies and gentlemen, is attempt number 9. One push. We're gonna do the whole thing. One go. Here we go. One fell swoop. One push. One push. One push. Shoot. That wasn't one push. One more push. Oh boy. Still not good enough. I think I know the problem. I'm gonna push this thing out. We're gonna make up another. We don't have any more ebony. We don't have any more African blackwood. We're now going to Cocobolo. It's time for attempt number 10. Right, this is it. Here we go. So the problem I had last time is I was cranking down and tightening the wings, which meant that I was then, when I released it, relieving the pressure. I'm sure that's the problem. This time, we're gonna bring the vise only until it touches. Hold everything flat. Okay, this is it. Here we go. Come on, come on. Oh, oh my goodness. Oh, I cannot wait to have a look at this. I think we've done it. I think we've done, oh my. Goodness. What? Whew. That took some doing. Good Lord. Oh my goodness. Wow. I absolutely could not ever conceive that a better fit up could have been done by my hands. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yes! Yes! Woo! At last! 10 tries and we've got it! Oh my goodness gracious me! How have I done it? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's done. 5 days I've been working on this, and I am so grateful that you've stuck in here, that you've come along with this journey, because these 5 days have taught me so much. I hope you've enjoyed it. I have. Oh my goodness. I am so pleased that I undertook such a complicated handle, and in commemoration of this ordeal, just, oh my goodness, this ordeal, next 48 hours only, you can get your keyhole shirt. I dare you. Try a keyhole. It is unbelievably difficult, but it is extremely satisfying when you do it. Thank you for watching today's episode. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being here. I'm looking forward to seeing you very soon, because I'm gonna be cracking on, moving forwards with this project. Now that we've got the fit up done, grab yourself your Keyhole of Doom shirt. It's only available for 48 hours. I'm gonna see you on the next episode. Bye-bye.